Wassail all over the town. Our toast it is white and our ale it is brown. Our bowl it is made of the white maple tree. With a wassailing bowl we'll drink to thee. Now here's to Dobbin and to his right high. May God grant our master a good Christmas pie, and a good piece of beef that ere he did see. With a wassailing bowl we'll drink to thee. Merry Christmas, my friends. Merry Christmas. It is your boy Atma, you all already know. How you guys doing? It has been a very long time since we have played Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings in the Lost Ocean. I want to welcome you back to another fantastic episode here. This should be episode number 5. Now, a few things here, because we were in episode 5, true, but there's been a bit of an issue, right? So, in episode 4, we were able to record that just fine, and, by this point it should already be released. Now, this is the new batch of recordings from the new year. Or I should say from the new session, really, because this is a new session. I recorded 5 episodes prior, not really having, any idea that there was going to be a recording malfunction. Well, not really malfunction, but it's going to be hiccups in the recording in terms of the quality of the audio and the video, a couple desyncs here and there. So this is the brand new recording in which I would have already fixed that. So presumably, I'm going throughout these episodes from here on out thinking that I've fixed these issues. Now, if all of this stuff is fixed by the time it comes out, perfect. If not, then I will have to do some recording, editing, stuff like that, testing, and I will let you guys know on Twitter whether or not I have fixed this issue or whatever media platform I use at the time. So, yeah, a couple of things here. This thing seems to be like 10 years behind this date. But so the whole thing is that I recorded episode 5 already. I might have recorded a 6. That I'm not sure about. There's no footage for 6. It could have been that 5 was a really long episode. But the thing is that 5 is basically gone. The entire whole thing of it is gone. I was thinking of doing a couple things such as re-recording up to that point and letting the commentary play out afterward, because I have the second half of episode 5, that footage. But then I thought, now this is going to complicate things. What I will do, guys, is upload episode 5, the commentary for episode 5, as a bonus on top of the episode. So, hold on. I don't know if it's a good idea whether or not I want to do it on the whole episode, because it's going to be a long episode, or if I want to do one episode here, a full episode, no attachment, no appendages, and then upload a whole new video of the commentary track that was lost. So, I don't know if you guys want to do it that way. But given how I usually play these games, if you, one of the things that I've tried in one of the older videos that I've made in the past of things that I've lost the video footage for. What would happen is I would mute the video of the new recording that I put out and then play the old audio over it, and it sometimes kind of mostly syncs. Was that even English? Well, most of the time it syncs in a lot of, it kind of flows, you know what I mean? So maybe you could do that. Maybe once this episode comes out, aside from this long intro I'm doing, possibly you could sync that old audio with the video. Maybe it could work. I don't know. And it's been so long since I've done it that I don't even remember what I did in the last video. But I do know what I did in episode 4. And let's actually get to that. Episode 4. Actually, no, let's not get to that. I need to figure out which one of these files is the one. No, so it's not Nashiro the Fishing Village. Technically, that is a spoiler. You guys shouldn't see that, but it's okay. Not a big deal. I am not sure. I'm really, really not sure, because the dates are all kinds of out of whack. This thing doesn't seem to go past 2010. I don't know. Maybe I think there's a synchronization error on my memory card, perhaps. And I do have my handy-dandy guide here, but it's on my phone this time because I don't have my dual setup the way I used to have it before. So I'm going to try loading this file because this is the one where we have Shella in. So, but this is the thing. This right here, file number 3, is it's a backup save that I made before I even did the episode 4. This is pre-episode 4, right? This is episode 3. So here's the thing that I'm thinking. So my strategy, right? Here's how I do things, guys. I know I made a video about this explaining in Sony Vegas, but I didn't actually go over what I do here. So in case you wanted to know, and I'm sorry for this long intro, right? But I had to get it out the way. This is how I do things. I make the first 2 files that I make backup saves of each other, right? So first file is primary, second file secondary, until I get to the next recording. So if I do, say, for example, episode 1, I would save it in slot 1. Episode 2, I'll save in slot 2, right? That's what I would do. Now, if I'm only doing those 2 episodes, or if I'm doing even more, then the next episode, I'm going to go back to slot number 1. So episode 3 is going to be on slot 1. Episode 4 is going to be on 2, etc., right? So these are going to alternate episodes. Any additional saves that I make here are sessions. So I had 1 session last time, even though I spread it out over a couple of months. I didn't technically follow my own rule last time because, I didn't think there was going to be an issue. So, but from here on out, this was the first session, number 3. That's session 1. This is where I saved. On this session, because I've already done session 3, I technically should save over 3. However, I'm going to make a new session here on file number 4, because these are going to be sessions. And these won't get confusing for me because I technically just do this all the time on my games, so I'm used to it, right? First 2 files are alternating saves of episodes, and the next 2 are sessions. So session 3 number 3 is going to be session 1. And then this is going to be that next session. So this is when I'll know that, this is that time I did this on Christmas. So, by the way, here, another way you can tell is with the time. I love when games have time in the save files because it's easier for me to tell, I had this much play hours, so this must be, prior to when I made that last session kind of thing, right? So, for the purposes of this, I'm going to be saving on slot number 4. As soon as I load the game, I'm going to save on slot 4 so I can tell myself, this is the session number 2. So, hope you guys understood that. I'm going to be loading file number 1 so that I can see if this is indeed after chapter 4. So, I'm going to go see because it looks like there's a little more here. This is per CAD, I believe, right? Alright, let's take a look at what I have. We are class 2, so, okay, that's fine. Which means we have not done the stuff, on chapter 5 here, because I believe if we had done that, we would be class 3, if I remember right. Let's go check our equipments. We did get the Anklet of Calm Winds from that lady over at Sebelrai, who was milking the cows, and now we are here. Let's take a look at what else we have. I have some pictures of Imperial soldiers that are not yet, how do you say it, developed. There's a Doomer. Okay, so I believe this is actually pre-episode 5. So, now let's talk about what happened in episode 4. So, in episode 4, we rescued Shella. That was the main thing, is that we saw a conversation between Rodolfo and Rodolfo's man. And they were talking about how they were... it's true. They were basically licking the Empire's boots, as everyone kept mentioning. And it's very true. Like, sure, he can boss around, Mr. Rodolfo can boss around a bunch of maids and all that stuff, but he has no power over the Empire. In fact, it's quite the other opposite way around, right? So it's the Empire that's giving him orders. But I would feel a little bit of sympathy for him if he weren't such a snob. He comes from that line of thinking of, I'm high class, I have status, so, therefore everyone's beneath me. And so he gets no sympathy from me. Not until he changes his ways, right? So, right now, after rescuing Shella, we're going to go back to Percat. I believe that's where we need to go, because we need to go to diadem, right? I believe that is what we're trying to do. So, let's go back to Percat and go into the, what do you call it? It's the port, right? I believe I have to go to the port. Oh, one thing before I continue, I need to check the family tree. Hold on, I have Pal Milk Yogurt. I think I have to do all this stuff again, right? Oh, no. Yeah, I think I have to do all that stuff again, because I could miss all that. Well, let's look at our family tree first. What do we have? We have Suraj. Is there a way to zoom this out? Suraj. Hawkwall. This is the guy with the animals. The guy who likes catching dead birds for whatever reason. And Taimiya. Okay. We don't have... Oh god, I'm further behind in this than I even care to remember. So there's some things we gotta do. We gotta recruit these 3 fine people here. I believe one of their name was Sabin. I think it's the guy, the daughter, and the running kid right here. Man, I can't believe I have to do all this stuff again. Whee! This is so fun. It's like I'm flying over the clouds. Swoosh! Our swoosh? Or is it our whoosh? I don't even know. What am I supposed to give? Oh, yeah, so I think I have to give him the family tree. Yes. No way you want to play some more. Kid, that's very, very inconsiderate. Your grandfather is dying. You need to go home. I'll go home and you bring Rushed? Coil Rush? Along too? I don't know who Rashid? Is it Rashid from Street Fighter? Rashida! It's a girl. Okay, it's the girl sitting on the... Got you. Well, we did make a compromise. No, sorry, that's not alright. We made a promise to get all of this Kuzmin's family together. Sure, you have... Okay, that's fine. This should be a cinch. I think she just wants a blue bird of happiness, or a dead blue bird. Oh, Salam. Kuzmin's grandson, as mischievous as his grandfather. Shy around others, though. So he's like another young Kuzmin. I promise. So technically speaking, I don't have to bring Roost. I did my mission. I got him to come over. And now I know Kuzmin. He won't let this kid out of his sight. He'd be like, nah, you stay here, young man. I'm about to die. Don't you want to watch? The unhappy looking man. Okay, so... I know she just wants a bluebird, right? And I think the father will follow suit. Yeah, this is why I kept one of the bluebirds with me. So I can give it to her. Although, something feels wrong about this. Giving her a dead bluebird? Wow, this is great. Man, there's something wrong with these people, I think. Thank you so much. It's dead! Why do you want a dead bird? You've wanted one of these for a long time, even though it's dead? It's gonna decompose, bro. It's not good. I can get you a... Well, I'm not gonna make any promises I can't keep. But, dude, does she want a second one? Oh. Right, okay, wait. No, that's right. I thought she wanted a second one. I was like, why did this thing come up? I was like, oh, let me know if there's anything I can do for you. I'm like, wait a minute. Alright, hold on. Rushed? How do you... Anyone in the comment who knows, how do you say this name? Is it Roost? Rooster? A curious little girl who believes in the blue bird of happiness. Wait, how old? 6 years old and 5 years old. Got you. How do you say this name also? Suraj? How do you actually say that? Actually, how do you say all this? Oh my god, I just realized every name here is some trash to say. Like, well, Kuzmin's probably the easiest. Or is it Kuzmin? I don't even know. Taimiya? Okay, Taimiya? See, you could always spin it some way. I don't even know how to really... There's no word I could really... Is it Hakwal or Hakal? Like, you know what I mean? Salam? Yo, I don't even know, bro. Ta-ta for now. What? Are you the genie from Banjo... Wait, what is it called? Not Banjo-Kazooie. Is it Diddy Kong Racing? Doesn't he say that? Ta-ta for now. So Rouge went back, did she? Alright. I suppose I'll be going too. This is it then. By the way, I hope that fat Salab Nubata isn't going to be there. Please don't tell me he's there. I don't know who Nubata... I haven't even found Nubata yet. So... I don't know. Sure. So maybe there's... Okay. This actually asks some questions in my head. What if you have beefing family members? Do you have to resolve some kind of issue between the family? Oh, there's Sabin. Do you have to resolve some kind of issue between the family members if they're quarreling or something? Or is there, like, maybe if I sign this one first? Like, maybe this one dude hates this one chick or something. And if you sign the chick in, the guy will never join you. But if you sign the guy first, then you can sign the chick later. You know, maybe she's not beefing with him, but he's beefing with her kind of thing, right? So I wonder if that's a thing, if that's some kind of like problem we're gonna encounter in the future. I'm sure it will be. Anyway, Sabin's a 43-year-old male, Kuzman's adopted son, full of worries lately. Does he take after his adopted father? Adopted son. Hey, you're still a Kuzman. Damn, he is full of worries though. I wonder why. Why is he so worried all the time? I actually wonder about that. What? Clearly I'm not. I'm actually more concerned about why you are this way. Like, oh man, that scared me. I looked behind me and I thought I saw something that I shouldn't. But yeah, no, that's so strange that you are this way. Why? Why the Pololo? You've got it all wrong. The scumbag I'm looking for is still in the mansion. Is he though? So you're going in again then? Ah, so we have. Okay, I see now. So we've gone further into the game, but we have not beaten the boss here. So we have not fought Giacomo then. This is where we're at. Okay, so I need to get into the kitchen. I know this dude is quick. Man, dude.
Don't be thinking you can beat.
Yeah, I can't beat these guys in that regard. So let's take a look. 8. Yeah, let's keep it 8. Aqua Burst. Chronos Blow. Why do you block that? You're not allowed to block, bro. Let's do 8, and then 2, and then 6. At this point, I'm just gonna kill him. Or defeat him. Hope I'm not actually killing these soldiers. 58. And it's that mint coat that I thought was a wind slab or something. Or a water wind slab. I'm not sure what I thought it was originally. 1, 2. Hey, that's gonna reduce a lot. 6. Okay then. So let's get it started. 3. Oh gosh. So if we had more, we just need one more access to one more card usage, because we can do 3, and that limits us. So we can't do 2 pairs. Because I saw 3377. If we had extras, we could have done that. Let's take a picture of you, and then let's really beat you up. Yup. You can't block a special, my mans. The chip damage will eat you up. Boo gonna eat you up. Alright, let's block that. That should do a lot of reduction. Oh, not as much as last time, I suppose. But dang, 11%. That's quite nice. Alright, so let's do 7. Shoot. 7, 8. I suppose. I wonder if a 2 straight is better than a... Yeah, it is actually. 2 straight is 13%. 5, 4, 3. You know what, guys? Next time, I'm probably gonna look into combos, like special combos where you can activate in battle. I need to do some research.
Time to collect the loot.
That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna grab the picture. I think money's far more valuable than all these other things. Whoo, that was a close one. Nah, no thanks. I'm out of here, brosifs. Didn't believe the kitchen is on the right side of the map, so let's go ahead and go here. Hey, what's with the overscan here? Which one of you ladies was it? It's not you. I think it was... No, you're a Kuzman, aren't you? You're a woman with a bracelet. Ah, did it give her cheese? Right. Okay, I remember now. I needed to do this. What do you want? Sorry, that sounded rude, but... Oh, I've already done your little quest then, whatever it was. What about this person? Give me a break! Since the Empire came to this mansion, I've had to prepare all their meals. And of course, we have to pay for everything. World famous Empire. I don't know what they're up to, but I just want them to leave. Well then. Hey, look, I like this frying pan actually. You know what I might do, guys? The recording might get a little long, but what I might do is I might leave the game on until we get the cheese, because I do want to recruit this woman with a bracelet. I have no idea if some of these characters are missable. I have the guide, but I would have to search through it and stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a small break right here. We're going to reconvene whenever this thing turns to cheese. I don't know. That could be like an hour from now. I have no idea. So, you know what? Actually, for you guys' benefit, I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look it up, actually. So hang tight for a second. I mean, we're all going to be waiting anyway. So hang tight for a second. And let's see here. Baten Kaitos. How long for cheese? Yeah, I'm not really sure. I just narrow it down. Ages from milk. 4 hours? 4 hours? You've got to be kidding me. I can't wait 4 hours, bro. Hold on. Pal milk yogurt. Right, that's what I have. Pal milk yogurt. Okay. Yo, you're freaking kidding me, right? The result of segregating the protein from pal milk yogurt. Take it from the Sadalsu Dairy Council. This will put the pep in anyone's step. One of Millie's favorites. The stinkier, the better. Interesting commentary there. What in the world? Why does it take 4 hours to do this? Well, can I know? Well, I just want to know if 1 minute equals like an hour or something. That would be so amazing. You know that's not gonna be true, right? Alright, let's see here. What does the Elder and Bracelet... Okay, no, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna tell you that. Okay, guys, I'm back. Yeah, this isn't happening. I think I remember now. I came to the same conclusion last time I looked this up on episode 5 the first time. Yeah, this isn't happening. This thing takes 4 hours to make. I'm not doing this. Alright, let's make a save right here. And I really don't want to save over the Not Sure Fishing Village because, honestly speaking, if this has all the stuff that I did in the last episode, and I definitely am going to do a lot more here than I'm going to do it right now, because I went full ham on this episode, I'm just going to catch you up to speed, actually. You know what? Matter of fact, I'm going to just catch you up to speed. I don't got to do all this. I don't got to do... No, I'm not doing it. Screw it. I ain't going to do it. Matter of fact, I have a save file already that has all the stuff that I did. All I got to show you is the stuff that I did, right? I don't have to get it, I just gotta show you. Perfect. In that case, I just made that save. We're gonna go over and fight Giacomo if we can. So let's do it.
To the roof is just up ahead, I guess. If we can get past these statues.
What happened? The statues. Yo, shout out to you, Soroli. That one's for you, bro.
Don't worry. I saw them trigger the lock when they brought me in.
Oh, did you? By the way, guys, I think there's something wrong with my TV. Like, the headphones input on that thing, the jack-in, is... it's got problems. You know, I'm sure you guys know, when you, like, plug something in all the way and, like, only one side can be heard. Like, I can only hear the left side, right? So I only get one channel. But, like, if you, like, slightly unplug it a bit, you know, then you get both channels, but it's incomplete. That's the kind of issue I'm having right now. But don't worry, in the recording, you will hear both. You will hear both audio tracks. Like, you'll hear, actually, the track, you'll hear both channels. Both your left and your right. So, I just don't want you guys to be alarmed by that. Just letting you know what it is for me, so...
Something's sticking out around here.
Some things don't really sound too right for me right now, because I'm not hearing the complete audio.
Here it is. There's a switch near the belly of each statue. Pressing them at the same time should unlock the mechanism.
Sure. One of these.
Ah, this must be it.
You know, a lot of games do this. Like in Resident Evil 4, for example.
Found
Ashley and Leon having to hit the buttons at the same time.
Yep. On
1, 2, 3.
3. Dang. Asynchronous timing.
3. To the roof.
To the roof. You know what? I'm gonna save over that too because I'm gonna save over that because I don't want to watch that again in case I die here. You know what? I ain't gonna die because wanna know why, guys? Because that's a waste of my time, and that's a waste of your time too. Is that Rodolfo? I see a Magnus or some kind of item there, a chest item perhaps.
Damn, it's leaving.
Oh, we were too late.
Ha! You two.
See ya, loser, dorks. I'll see you guys. We out of here, bro. Yo, we can fly. We literally don't even need to do any of that stuff. All that extra stuff like fighting these soldiers. We have wings of the heart, bro. Also, Giacomo, I'm going to destroy you for what you did to Fee And Grandpa.
Surprised to see you alive.
And Shella.
Giacomo, you don't know how long I've waited for this moment. This is for my grandfather, and for Fee. You're going down, Giacomo, for good.
Oh, snap. Oh, alright. Oh, here we go. This song's awesome. Why do I have this? I just want you guys to hear this song for a little bit. Dude, this song's amazing. This song's hilarious. I'm gonna do this right now to see this. See what the damage is. What are you weak to light? Oh, I have some bad news for you, bro. One more time, baby, one more time. I love this song, guys.
Is that all?
So, a little quick trivia for you. This kind of this rap guy right here is featured in a lot of games. You guys probably have heard it before and don't even realize it. It's in a lot of games. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know the name of this rapper. But, oh, I love it. I love this version of that rap, though. Oh, he's gonna do 4 hits, isn't he? Oh, God, he's gonna special me. Dude, I need that defensive boost. You know, I should have probably blocked more. Woo! And slasher. That was pretty cool. Oh my god, I still took tons of damage right there. Alright, 7, 6, and 5. I don't think this is gonna hurt him though, because feeling good.
Sword style, shadow.
Feeling good. Ooh, that did a lot, even though he, you know, his resistance to darkness by 30%. All right, let's see here. He's weak to light, so I'm gonna do 8, 8. I guess I'll leave it like that, just for the damage. All right, time to block. Oh, I don't have anything. Is this light flare? I'll get rid of wind blow. Oh god, I'm sorry, Shella. You're taking this full damage. See, the problem is that I want to... Okay, I have a real decision to make here later. Please don't hit her again. Alright, I have a real decision to make. I want to hit this guy with the light special I have and the light move. That will do more damage. But the multiplier is going to add a great bonus to it. And it's going to amplify the numbers that I'm going to get as a result if I do a special. So, I don't know. What do I do? 8, 8. Damn, these ripened bananas, bro.
Like the wind. Sword style. Blue storm.
To be honest, a ripened banana should heal you more because it's so sweet and nice. It's gonna hit Callus now. Okay. So do I do 4, 5, 6 or do I do 3, 5, and 6? I have to do 3, 5, 6 because this one's a 2. I have to, even though the multiplier is good. 3, 5, and 6. Sorry. By the way, we get a voice with Callus. I gotta put the voice in. I want to hear if he has any unique lines. Dance of light. Oh, he blocked? Darn you. Look, see, that's a lot of damage, and he's also weak to water. I want to retry that scene somewhere along the lines. You know what? I have a save file here, so I can just go ahead and retry this as many times as I want one of these days. And I'm gonna do the same thing again, and I'm gonna see which one ended up being better. All right, so 2, 3, 4. Oh wow, 2, 3. Oh nope, nope. We gotta do it. I gotta hear this.
Lost.
Oh, drop your loot and get lost. I thought he was gonna actually say something like pertaining to him. Oh god. Oh my gosh, Shella, I'm so sorry. You're losing so much health. Alright, at least you didn't get special. That's the important thing. That thing does ultra damage. 4. Yes. 4, 3. Oh gosh. Why do you have 2 voices?
You're pretty ugly, you know.
Ooh! Oh! You're pretty ugly, you know that? Oh my gosh. That voice should be like 25%. That was some extra smack talk right there. I love you, Shella. You're the best. You are the best. Why you keep hitting her? You mad because she's talking some smacks? Alright. Well, it doesn't amount to much, but at least we'll have some more defense for physical. So I'm still taking a lot of dark damage here, or fire, or whatever it is. Ouch. Fire and dark. So his normal attacks do fire and his special attack does dark. My goodness. Oh, yeah, we did see that last time. That's very true. Oh my gosh, bro.
Is that all you got?
4. Oh gosh. Well. You know, I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to this stuff. I won't even budge there. Well, I mean, that's minus 21%. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I could have taken the extra defense. But I already defended so much physically that it wouldn't have made too much of a difference. If, like, think about it rationally, right? I had no elemental defenses there except for the water. So, I mean, so basically it's, I don't know the water rating of that thing, but like, it might be like, say 11 water defense or 12. So essentially, I'm saving myself 5 damage there, right? Or sorry, I'm dumb. Sorry, I'm saving myself about 11 damage or 12 damage, right? So when I think about it, 52 to 41 is 11. So wouldn't that have been the same unless that water thing saved me, like, you know, it maybe had like 15 defense, and that probably made a bigger deal. But I still wasn't touching that dark defense. So I don't know. I think this wasn't a bad idea. Yo, let's go. You see what I mean? You see what I mean? This is why you can never count out the power of the summoned spirit. Shining Seraph. Yeah, I need a picture of this guy, by the way. Actually, no I don't. I'm pretty sure I took one when I did this match the first time. Uh-oh. Dude, I don't have a single healing item, by the way. Oh my gosh, I'm in so much trouble. I'm in so much trouble. Ow. Yo, Shella is hurt. Shella is hurt. I need to save her. Dude, what is this? Oh, I gotta shuffle the deck after this too. Alright, I'm just gonna use this because he's gonna hit me for sure. Okay. 3, 3, 6. I mean, I need better numbers. I need better numbers, guys. On guard! Shella, please, don't die. Don't die, baby. 1, 2. Darn it. Welp. Screw it. Screw it. We're about to see. Is that all you got? Yeah, I still took... I think I would have taken less, actually. Yeah, I would have definitely taken less if I just did... Wow, gosh. I still took 17 physical, though. Alright.
Hope you're photogenic.
Screw it. Take that young bamboo, young soldier. Don't hit my girl. 8. 8. 8! I don't know if he's weak to wind or Kronos, or if it's... I think he's probably neutral on both. Ooh! Nice. That's some good damage right there, man. Alright, he's gonna hit Shella. Oh, yes! We did it, guys. We saved Shella. Oh, yeah? What are we, training or something? What is it, a sparring match? What do you mean that's enough? You get the job done, Giacomo, no matter what.
The Emperor is expecting me. I'm sure his worship is eager to see what I have obtained.
The Emperor, huh?
Relic of a god long lost.
Emperor Geldoblame, was it? Relic. Oh, this guy caught us off guard now. Instead of hitting us with the move that he did, he threw it between us. Brilliant. Alright, so we got a picture of Giacomo. We have Sparkle of Light, which is a level 2 special of light for Shella. It's got a lot of attack. It's got 70 attack and 60 attack for light. That's crazy. Anyway, a light-based arcane spell mastered by Shella invokes the forces of nature and focuses them on Mimai, who flies through the air and smashes into the enemy. That sounds crazy. You know what that sounds like? Do you actually want to know what that sounds like? Let me show you what that sounds like. That's right. That's what that sounds like. But anyway, that's an interesting wording that it says that it's been mastered by Shella. So it's not like she's trained it or anything. She just gets it all of a sudden. Right? Like, Kaitos has said the same thing. Like, when he got the Shadow Wounds, it's like, oh, it's been mastered by Kaitos. But I've never seen them practice this once in their lives. So I wonder how they got it, right? Oops. I did not want to miss that, so. Oh, snap.
Get back here, Giacomo.
Yo, why shall I gotta land on her freaking back like that? Dude, you know, you could really mess up your back.
Damn.
Well, all that means is that Kaitos is a more skilled warrior because he landed on his legs. I love that face, bro.
Are you alright, Kaitos? We can't stay here.
You are right about that.
Yeah, I know.
Look at that Shella pose at the end there. You see that? I want to see that. I want to see that in full force. Alright, well, goodbye, this mansion. We will be able to come back here later, so you don't need to worry. Ah, yes, this annoying thing. I'm holding down directly. I'm not about to get into a fight here. Hold it right there. I will not hold it right there, in fact. We gotta get to the port. Oh, wait, I'm not even running, though. It's like doing it for me. I think after this, though. Don't let them escape. It's a lot of soldiers. I think... No, still. Oh, they're still running for me. Alright. Bro, go into the port. Well, I guess they shouldn't do that because... Yeah, that's straight out of a Looney Tunes cartoon. Looney Tunes episode or something. Dude, that's kind of funny, actually. Can't believe that worked. Next thing you're gonna hear that guy go, "My cabbages!" Wait, how are you here? You passed this area, unless you came back here later throughout the day. And Palolo's not here too?
I guess we'll be safe here, at least for now.
Well, hideout.
Emperor Geldoblame seems to be trying to revive an ancient cursed power.
Indeed.
Is that what you were talking about in the forest? An evil god or something?
Yes. Malpertio, malevolent god of old. They say his powers will cause the world's destruction.
I believe it.
Have you ever heard of Malpertio?
No, not really.
Well, I have. Knowing that I've played the game, I have heard of Malpertio,
I
yes.
see. I came here from Mintaka, the imperial capital. I learned that Emperor Geldoblame was pursuing some kind of dangerous scheme. I've been trying to find out what it is exactly. I managed to steal a pendant, which seems very important to them, and then I fled. From what I managed to gather, something terrible was sealed away, deep in that forest. It had never crossed my mind they were talking about Malpertio.
Really?
Kaitos, I need your assistance.
I love when they play this song, man. You've got my assistance, Shella. That's a yes from me, dog.
I must must uncover the Emperor's plot and put an end to his ambitions. If the evil god Malpertio should be awakened, the world will be doomed. I can't do this alone. Please help me, Callus.
Shella, you're probably, if I'm not lying here, you're probably my favorite video game female ever. Like, I cannot say no to you, no matter how much I would want to. I couldn't refuse her. She is such a special character to me, like, and the fact that she's just a wonderful character, wonderfully written, just epic in battle. She's gorgeous, she's beautiful, right? And she has a heart of gold. That's the one most important attribute about her. Her heart is the purest I've seen. And I cannot deny a character like this in my entire life.
You're asking the wrong guy.
But Callus, he's got a heart of gold.
The Empire's plans? The fate of the world?
She's got a heart of gold. He has a heart of cold.
Couldn't
Like,
care less. Be
I love
realistic here, Shella.
but he's right. This is a big mission. You gotta know. See, the thing about Kaitos is that he knows where he's at in the world. He knows his place. He's like, yo, this is a big mission. This is too big a skill for me. I'm just one guy. I'm trying to get revenge for my dead homies. There's no way I can do this. I can't help you with this plot. You're on your own.
You alone against the might of the Empire? How are you gonna pull that off?
I don't know.
That's the thing.
Can't be serious. If you want someone to die a glorious death with you, look somewhere else. I won't be throwing my life away in a fight with the Empire.
Yeah, true story. Listen, I can't even fault Callus on this one. Like, that's the thing. You have to probe and see what the plan is. He just asked her, what is your plan for this mission? You're by yourself. How are you going to pull off a defeat, winning against the Empire, essentially? She's like, I don't know. I don't have a plan. That's an immediate red flag right there. That's an immediate red flag. You got to know how you're going to fight them. I mean, granted, we know Shell's position. Well, we don't really know. We just randomly met her, right? We don't know what her circumstances are, where she comes from. We don't know what her backstory is. We just know that she was with some people that were with her, like on a journey, and she lost those people, so she has no connections to whatever her last life was, right? So she's basically out here on her own. She has no plan, nothing at all. So, I mean, in a sense, I think I would be willing to help her out to some degree, but it's also a risk. They catch you with her, they're like, oh, this is that person that's with her. So all of a sudden, now you're an accomplice, right? And now they know how to get you. You have wanted posters of you out everywhere. Is that the kind of life you want to live? I mean, I understand it from Callus's perspective. I'm sure that he wants to help her, but I'm sure that he's like, listen, I have my own things to deal with. I can't be dealing with this. And this is like way too grand a scale for me.
Understand that, right?
So. See, this really pains me because I know what the right answer here is. I know I should be saying let's help her. That's everything in my body is telling me to say this. But I have to agree with Callus because that's the struggle of the summoned spirit. That's the struggle that you have in this game as a player. You have to ask yourself these moral questions. Do I do what I think is right? Or am I going to be selfish? Or am I going to be not even selfish? Or am I going to stick to the plan that I've already had? What do I want to do? Diversify the amount of problems I'm about to have? Or do I want to keep it constrained and focus on my life? Our life between Callus and myself. Because he's the one I signed the contract with. So he's basically the one I need to look out for, right? Not Shella. You know what I mean? So this is the moral question you got to ask yourself. This is the conundrum of the game. Is you want to do this, but sometimes you're not even aware. Even though they tell you in the beginning, listen, we gotta have a bond. The bond between us, like the summoned spirit, is very important because my powers, aka our powers, summoned spirit's powers, for it to work correctly, we need to build a trust between myself and Callus, or ourselves and Callus. I keep talking like us collectively, like the audience, you guys and myself. We're all the summoned spirit here, right? So, do we want to, more or less, prove the bond between the summoned spirit and the host, or do we want to diversify all the issues that we're about to have by agreeing to help her? So I believe that both aspects are important. You could go be a hero, save the world, let's help her, but then you do not gain points with Callus, and that's extremely important for battle, because as you saw, because I've been good in the relationship between myself and Callus, that Seraph, that shining Seraph that I activated in battle was because of that. What was I gonna do with riding bananas? All of a sudden, that turned into a special that I could use to kill him, to defeat Giacomo. So that's the importance of it, and that becomes way more important later in battle when they become tough, when you have to deal with actual problems in battle. So like, that's why this is such a tough decision. At least for me specifically, because I love Shella. Like, I literally have so much love for this character. Like, I don't think there's a character I love quite this much. You know, I love these two. These two characters, I have so much love and respect for both of them that, like, it's so hard for me to make the choice between them because they're so even for me. So this is basically a cost of a coin. A toss of a coin, right? So, alright, I'm sorry, Shella. I have to go with Callus.
You agree with me? Good to know I'm not the only sane one here.
So you don't care
I'm sorry,
about what
Shella.
happened to the world?
That's not what I'm saying. But as far as I know, it's none of my business. Period.
He's right. He's right, you know. Ah, poor Shella.
Well, you can do what you want. It's your life, so you should take your own path, Sheila. I have some unfinished business to take care of. By the way, if I were you, I'd leave this island as soon as possible.
I also think that Callus is a bit short-sighted, because he doesn't see the bigger picture here. He could use Shella's help to defeat Giacomo. I mean, you're dealing with Giacomo who's involved with the Empire. Do you not see the connection? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really make too much sense here. You just heard Giacomo say, I have unfinished business, or the Emperor is expecting me. You know who the Emperor is. You're not stupid, right? Why do you not team up with this girl who can obviously fight, become a part of your entourage, and help you to defeat Giacomo himself? You don't need to do it alone. Obviously, you have us to summon spirit, but you can have Shella too. You know, you can have more people on your side. That's 3 of us together. We can take on Giacomo. It's better than just the 2 of us. That's my 2 cents on the matter.
You've already earned yourself a spot on the Empire's most wanted list.
And chances are you have as well, bro. Don't forget that Giacomo saw your face. He knows you're alive.
Not just me. I'm sure you're right up there on the list too, Callus.
That's right, Shella. Talk to him, baby.
Besides,
Talk to him.
That man you're after, Giacomo, he's from the Empire too, isn't he?
You've got it mixed up. The bone I have to pick is with Giacomo, not with the whole Empire.
But he's not seeing the bigger picture.
I'm not that stupid. Well, so long, Shella. Who knows? I might see you again. Sometime, somewhere.
I love that line and the delivery. Who knows? Might see you again. Sometime, somewhere. It's so good, bro.
You're leaving the island,
Making a
right?
mistake, Callus.
The only way out is to take a liner to Diadem, the land of the clouds. We'll be taking the same ship, so we might as well stick together, at least for now.
Smart cookie. Wonderful. Wonderful stuff. Let's see. Oh, I have cheese! I have cheese, but I can't go back, can I? I can't go back, can I? Let's see. I have cheese! Ladies and gentlemen, cheese has been acquired! No! 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 Let me go back on the mansion! Ah! Let me go! Ah! But I have the cheese, yo! Well, this sucks, ladies and gentlemen. It's gone. But the good news is that it takes another 17 hours for it to get moldy, so I suppose that's okay. But that really, really, really sucks. I wanted to go back to the mansion, man. Anyone got anything to say? Anyone? Anyone? Ah, right. So this is a chick that doesn't know how to mind her own business. That's what life's all about? Okay, true. You have a cool outlook on life. Sure. But the problem with that is that you don't have a good outlook on everyone's life, right? So who cares if someone has wings? Bro, why do you want to walk when you can fly? You can get places much faster. It's way better. Bro, you can literally rush through the clouds and experience that awesome force. You know what I'm saying? Like, how else would you experience that? If you walk all the time, that's mad boring. Sure, it's good to, have your own, like do everything on your own, or go on 2 feet.
Will be departing soon. All passengers must board.
That reminds me of the Station Square announcer from Sonic Adventure 1. But yeah,
Let's hurry,
it's
Coward.
good to like be able to walk in your own 2 feet, right?
There they are.
Oh, but it's also better to just fly. Because
Over here.
why make the motion of walking or running when flying will just get you somewhere much faster, and it's a much better experience.
They found us.
Let's go.
Oh, yeah, this little chase scene is funny. Get on board. Dude, they were right there, and they just somehow missed us.
The liner is underway.
These soldiers are looking at it like they don't make any noises. That's the funny part. They don't even do the FF8 like snapping of the fingers, which is something I really love in that game, by the way. Yo, by the way, peep that the surrounding borders. You see those faces there, right? Interesting stuff. I just wanted to point that out. Anyway, Nashiro, the fishing village. Hey. So we are now in a Nue.
Excuse me.
Is that right?
Where could I catch a ride to the Empire?
So no, we are in Diadem now, I believe.
The Empire? You'd need to make your way down to the castle town. There's a large port there. Nashira here is just a small village, as you can see. The only ships around here are merchant ships flying in and out from Furcad.
I see. Thanks.
Thanks.
I'm headed for the castle too. I need to talk to the
Shella should just be like, yo, I need to go wherever you go.
which means we'll be traveling together a little longer.
Kaz is probably annoyed.
But Callus, before we set off, why don't we stop by the village? We might need a Magnus or two for the road.
That's a nice way of saying, hey, you better shop here while you still have the chance.
Yeah, good idea.
Alright. Well, let's talk to people here. Hey, listen, just because I have a save file with all this stuff done doesn't mean I can't show this off. Would you like to board? No. I can't even go back anyway. So, looks like we're not getting this cheese done for a while, huh? As a matter of fact, I don't even know if I have I don't know if the file that I have, the cheese thing was already completed anyway. We'll have to see. We'd have to see if we have like an extra person in our family tree here. Let me see. So like we would have to see if one of these people's was it. But you know what I might do, guys? At the end of the episode, what I might do is I might just load the save file and show you what recruiting her does anyway. Like, or just to see her name, how she looks on the Kuzman genealogy tree, and all that stuff. So we'll see. Alright. Oh, this guy was cool. I remember this guy being pretty cool. Looks like you came from Sadal Sud on the liner. You crossed the Empire, didn't you? Ha ha ha. You don't need to hide it. A report came in from the dock saying, be wary of travelers. Yeah, so this guy knows. He knows who we are. But what? I don't know. I mean, I guess, yeah, nah, there's really no way to hide it. We haven't had many travelers of late. Most of them are just here for transit. So here's another thing that I wanted to talk about. Sheliak? That's actually very interesting. That's so weird. So I wanted to say something because it's a bit of an observation I made from the years of watching like anime or playing games, stuff like that. Or not even anime necessarily, but playing games. So Fire Emblem's a good one. Or any other game really that has stuff like that liner that's over there. So you should assume there's a lot of people on that liner, right? Or a good number of people, like maybe say like 20 or 30 folks, right? You only saw Callus and Shella step out of there. So you only think that they're the only two passengers. But that's probably not the case. Obviously they don't have the resources to draw up like 20 people. That would be silly, because games are limited. Now in the power that we have nowadays, like the PS5, all that stuff now becomes possible. So you're starting to see how that is supposed to look. So, like for example, in Miles Morales, on the PS5, you can see that there are like mad people in Brooklyn that are all congregating. They're like listening to music. They're in the Puerto Rican hoods and stuff like that. So you can kind of hear and see what it's supposed to be like. But back in the day, if you were, for example, playing, let's say, a Spider-Man game on like NES or Genesis or whatever, you wouldn't see all those many people because there's a limit to how many things can be on screen at once. At least back in those days. This is always going to be the case, but back in those days, that certainly was the case. So you might have seen like 1 or 2 or 3 people there, tops, in the town. Or like, like in RPGs, you'll see like a few people in a town. Versus like a whole town of people, you know what I mean? So you're supposed to suspend disbelief in a sense and imagine that there's a whole gang of people there because you're in a town, you're in a city. No city is that small. No city is to scale there, No city has only like 5 people there, you know what I'm saying? Like you might see like 10 villagers and you're like, oh wow, and then everyone in a home you might see one guy there or something like that, You might see one shop lady or you might see a dude that sells shields or whatever, right? But generally speaking, there are people there, you know what I'm saying? You gotta understand that there's gonna be people there. Like this room might be represented, it might be accurate, right? Like this is a small village. And also, I wanted to say it's a little strange for a liner to pass through just a small village. There's no tourist attraction here, so there's no reason for people to come here. It would have made more sense to make a dock at the most popular place here. But I suppose this could be another tactic for economy, because if people pass through here, then they gotta buy people's shops, or they can buy things that are in shops here. So like if these guys were running shops, you can buy like little trinkets and stuff like that. So, I mean, that kind of makes sense too. But I just wanted to let you guys know about that because I've seen people, it might seem obvious to you, maybe some of you guys are already aware of this, but there's a lot of people that don't know these things. And I'll see it like in comments on YouTube or I'll see it in threads. And like, I'm like, are you dumb? Like, do you not have an imagination or something? Like, did you just not consider this? It's like, bro, like in Fire Emblem, you don't actually deploy 20 units, right? These are hundreds or thousands of units that are deployed at once. You just get to play with like 15 of them, right? It's like, use your brain. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's continue this. I think I just talked to her, yeah. Sheliak? Let's talk to you. This beautiful white pot. Oh, red stripe. We, the people of Nashira, have been fishing to sustain ourselves for as long as I can remember. Bringing in the day's catch, going home, eating what my wife makes for me. Day in, day out, same routine, different day. It may seem like a boring life to you, but for us, it's called pace. Pace? Pace, I say. The people of Nashira are part of Daiden's mighty kingdom. I'll take that pride with me when I go fishing tomorrow, and it'll be with me when I go home. Tell my wife. But no, he's right. He's right. That is called peace. A thing that people take for granted in today's world. Very much so. Why? And I mean, why oh why do people just want to fight all the time? It makes no sense. Anyway, a woman with a bracelet. Maymoon? Yes, your father's in critical condition. Yeah, I just signed a family tree. I love when people have no extra... Like, thank you. That's all you need to do. Oh, you're one of his last wives then, right? Or sorry, one of the immediate family members. Kuzman Maymoon. Maymoon, 33 years old, female. Daughter of Kuzman and Taimia, mother of 2. Obsessed with her children's education. Good, you should be. That's very important. Any mom that's not obsessed with their children's education is not a good mom. And any father, for that matter, too. I don't want to leave anyone out here. Oh, can you please tell my husband that I have to go to my hometown? I don't know who your husband is. I assumed it was this guy that you're working with, but I guess not. I have no idea who your husband is, by the way, lady. You could have mentioned a name or something, you know, it would have been nice. Having poor catches lately. At this time of season, schools of sea bream were supposed to have come down from the lesser celestial river in the sea of clouds already. Wow, that's a mouthful. If this keeps up, we're all gonna starve. No, you could just... Yo, don't you... No, I guess you can't harvest wheat in this land, I suppose not. Maybe if you were in, you know, say, Samurai Village. This place is a fish warehouse. When they catch fish, they store them here. Why did you say that like that? But it's empty now. They're saying that nobody can catch fish anymore. Maybe it's a little girl that's trying to do some studying about where she's at. Maybe it's a girl that's become more self-aware of her life and is starting to become a thinker. Maybe she wants to start thinking and asking questions. Hey! Fire Yell, level 1. Let's go see that. What's the best way to check it? Here? Yes. So Fire Yell, it performs a fire-based offensive/defensive follow-up to a certain weapons, armors, spells, or items. The previous magnets in the combo needs to be fire-based for this magnets to be available. So, okay. Now we see the first basis for a real combo, right? So, I don't really know them offhand. I probably know 1 or 2 by heart. But basically, you want to start combining this with certain weapons or whatever to create an extra attack or an extra move that might have the properties of fire or something, or whatever the combination magnets is going to be. But you can also use this defensively too. So it's really nice. It features 2 numbers, 2 on the top right and 3 on the bottom left, which is quite nice because you have options on how you want to play it. You could do pairs, so I could do like well, I don't have it here, but if I had 2, 2, and then this was 3 and 2, I could just do 2 for another pair. So, or if this was 1, 2, and I could do 3 for a straight. So it's quite nice. And eventually, you're gonna see that all the corners are gonna start being filled with numbers. So you might have like 1, 7, 8, 4, right? Like it might be something really crazy like that. And I don't think any of the numbers repeat, so they're all going to be different numbers. And it makes battle really hectic later and really fun, actually. So I'm looking forward to that. Oh, actually, I wanted to see that finishing blow. Look, I get hit with 3 light bubbles, bro. look at how shining, the glistening star she is. All right, so pretty cool stuff. Why does it think it's 2010 still? I don't understand. It thinks it's February 11th. Or does it think it's November 2nd? I don't know. Well, we don't know yet, but... Oh, yo, I gotta heal. I gotta heal real bad. Alright, let's go inspect some more things. Salt made in Nashira, stored up and stacked up high. Oh, you can take the essence of salt. Yo, PJ Salt? Yeah, it's kind of epic, actually. Allow me to read the guide a little bit, because I gotta always check. I always gotta check. So that's a Giacomo fight. Now we're in Diadem. So we can get a Pine Tree here, Fire Yell 1, Scale Shield, Fire Burst 2, Karina, which is, I believe, another constellation, a Feathered Hat, and a Shortcake. Yo, the Shortcakes? Oh my god, guys, let me tell you about the Shortcakes. Oh my, you know what? I don't even want to ruin the surprise. I'm not gonna ruin the surprise. Those things are amazing. But yeah, so you can get those items here. Seems like there'd be something hidden here. Oh, I think I found the secrets. Is it behind here? I don't know. So, let's take a look. Oh, that's an... So, May Moon is here. Right. Examine leftmost pot For a pine tree. Hold on. How do I miss all these things? I thought I examined these. Leftmost pot. Is there a pot around here? Oh, I'm stupid. With orange line. There's a pine tree. Yeah, you're right. Climb down, get the fire yell, and salty water for you. Get some. What? On the brown pictures. I thought I. What the hell? Oh my gosh. I could have sworn I did this stuff. But yeah, you can get salty water here apparently. And exit the warehouse, continue onward, actual town. Check the boxes for a scale shield, left side for fire burst. Cool. You can go into one of the houses for Constellation of Karina. So let's talk to you. You look pretty cool. I love your threads. I like the drip. Hello travelers, is this your first time to Nashira? It's really peaceful and laid back here. Hope you enjoy your stay. Why thank you, young lady. I appreciate your kindness. Hello, Mimai's friend. How do I talk to you? Oh. Squeak squeak! Alright, so maybe sometimes people have secondary dialogue. I usually try to talk to them maybe twice. Can you hear it? It's the sound of the clouds. It'd be so wonderful if a cloud could fly through this sea of clouds with wings of the heart. That would be so awesome. That's so beautiful, young lady. I love your words. In fact, I just love all the words of all the people in this game. They're so filled with mystique and intrigue and royalty and beauty and majesty and regalness and all the nice words, wondrousness.
Look at that.
Everyone just talks so nicely in this game. All the people. They're filled with such wisdom and stuff. Hey! Look at you! That looks like an important character.
His uniform. Do you think...
Oh yeah, I think alright. But I don't think you're thinking what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Can't say it for sure from here, but it looks like an Imperial uniform. The boat nearby must be an Imperial issue too.
Oh yeah. Must be. Oh, he's looking up at the... I love when people...
Oh. If you're wondering.
Hey, mind your business, kid. But yeah, I love when people look up at the sky. Because, well, looking at the sky can mean two things for me. It's either someone who's a visionary or someone who's lost their way and is looking for guidance. Right? I always look straight, but I like looking at the clouds because the clouds is where you want to look at. But at the same time, you gotta look at the ground too. You gotta see where you're stepping. But when I look at someone that's looking at the clouds, I see that they're not an average person, right? Because there's someone that's seeing something ahead of them. You know, there's always something that pushes people forward, right? But there are those people that see something different when they're after something themselves, right? When they're pushing themselves forward, not because of happenstance, but because there is something that they want. I think that creates a very intriguing personality, right? I think that creates someone that is not just your average person. I think that creates someone who is a visionary. And I think that is a person that you need to keep in your life. In my opinion, anyway. So.
Brand new Imperial model. Pretty cool, eh?
Oh yeah. Super cool. But yeah, I always look for those kind of people in my life.
This lewd of yours is really a...
Dude, can I just say how that's one of my favorite things ever? I actually do say this stuff often. I would say this whatever of yours, right? I'll put like this X of yours. I do say that a lot, and that's actually really funny. I didn't get it from Callus. Like, I literally picked up on that stuff on my own. You know, people have certain ways of talking, and you know, like I have different ways of talking depending on the situation, right? If I'm with professional people, I talk differently, right? If I'm with friends, I talk differently. If I'm by myself or thinking alone on stuff like that, I think differently, right? Or I say things differently. So for me, it's just so funny. Like, there's so many different modes of talk, right? And everyone's gotta balance it out. But there are some things that I tend to gravitate towards with everyone, all the different modes of talk. So this is one of those that is universal for me. It's like this thing of yours or whatever, and I'll say that often, and I love it. So I love when people say that also as well. It's actually very fitting that it's Callus of all people who says it.
He's pretty important, you know? An ambassador from the Empire. Awesome, huh?
Dude, something wrong with your voice, kid? Okay, go take some Robitussin. Or as we say in Spanish, Robitussin.
I hope he's not looking for us.
Yeah, also, what do you know? Why you...
They couldn't be that
Why is he
quick,
talking to us like that?
But we'd better be careful.
Huh? You outlaws or something? Being chased by the Empire?
Alright, what's it to you, kid? What's going on? What do you wanna know?
Sorry? No way. What gave you that idea?
Well, first of all, don't give that reaction. Your words are fine, but that reaction's
It's just
bad.
that we're not on very good terms with Imperial soldiers. Nothing serious.
Callus, why would you say that? Shut up! Well, he's getting suspicious. That first line was fine. That second one, though?
The girl behind us doesn't look like a person at all. Don't know about you, though.
Wow, that's mad rude, kid.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna leave before I rebuttal?
Bye. Thank
What a
you.
punk. What a punk. Yo, Shella's just like loving it.
Let's go, Callus.
Yeah, let's. This freaking rude ass kid. Listen, whether you like it or not, you'll eventually run into the ambassador. He usually hangs around this village. I have no idea why he even likes this place. He never seems to go back to the embassy in Shilak either. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. If you're thinking of going to Shilak, try going through the cloud passage to the east of the village. But I heard it's been flooded over, so you might not be able to get through. Interesting. Can we go over here? I actually don't think I ever showed this off. Diadem is lovely. It's just like a giant cloud of marshmallows. Yeah, Cloud Passage West End. Oh, this is so cool looking, dude. We haven't done everything in Nashir, of course, but I want to show this off real fast. Oh, that is so cool. That is so cool. The Cloud Passage. Oh, this is cool. I like the music, but no, we're not gonna go there. Just a little sneak peek for y'all in the comments or you viewers. Let's go here and find out what's going on there. This is Sir Liud's boat. He said he came by boat because the river was flooded, so he couldn't come on foot. I suppose only for Sir Liud. It's only a one-man boat, so he won't let me get on it with him. Sorry, I was thinking of something else there. Yeah, of course you wouldn't. I mean, you're not even related to him. That'd be like a stranger taking a kid. I mean, it's not, well, listen, I come from a different time in which that was okay. You can go with strangers places and they didn't do anything to you in my country, right? Or at least most people, I don't know. You can never trust anyone, that's true, but we trusted each other and we knew each other more or less, or even just strangers wouldn't do anything bad to people, right? So I definitely was from an area in which I've taken like rides on people's like motorcycles when I was a kid to take me home or something like that. Not very smart, sure, in today's day and age, but you have to understand what's not smart in America doesn't apply everywhere in the world. There are good people in the world, you know what I'm saying? There legitimately are. You just have to find them, right? So it was not so far-fetched to do that back where I'm from. These days, it is not good, even in my country, because these days, my country has become extremely corrupt. It was already corrupt, but it's gotten to a point in which it's not good, right? It's not good at all. Ooh, we got the scale shield here. But yeah, it's not good one bit. So, yeah, these days you should be very careful. It sucks that the world has to be this way, where people are just so distrustful of each other. There's no fixing that. The only way to fix it is to remove all of the people from this world that are of the old mindset of, oh, you must not trust strangers, this is that, or sorry, maybe the new mindset or whatever, and replace it with a generation that knows not of distrust, right? That's the only way to fix this, I think, because generations from now, people are going to still say the same thing. You can't trust people, you can't trust all that. So it creates a layer of distrust between everyone that you can no longer trust your fellow man. That's an issue. The more you teach your kids about this, the worse this problem gets. But at the same time, it's not a bad idea to do that. It's just bad for the world. You know what I mean? It's not bad for your life, but it's bad for the longevity of social relations. Being kind of quiet, huh? I understand. Let me see here. Hey, it's too calm. The Sea of Clouds looks much better when it's stormy. Why do I keep giving these guys these voices? Fish flock to the surface when the rain is pouring, the wind is roaring. Ooh, that sounds really cool. If the sea stays calm like this, fishermen like me won't be able to make a living. Ah, that's what I wanted to ask earlier. Okay, so, listen, I've only been on a few boats in my life. I've been fishing a lot, but I've only been on a few boat rides, like legit. So this confuses me. Hold on. River subsides. Huh? I like Sir Liu. No, go back to what you said before. Oh man, this kid has a crush on Liu. No, but okay. Well, she said something before about what was it? She said something about like the river over flooding or something, and he couldn't ride because of that. So why could he not, though? I'm trying to understand this. Is it because, well, I don't know. I need to visualize it, but was there like a river, like let's say he was right over here, and he's riding his boat, and there's like a upwards hill or something, or like some kind of like some steep climb that is over. I don't know. How would he not be able to go through if it's flooded? I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. That's what boats were made for, to go over water. So why could he not go over it? I'm having a hard time understanding that. And mind you, I'm not really a fisherman. I'm not any of that stuff. So I don't know about these things. Maybe I should do some research on it. Anyone knows though, please feel free to explain it to me, because I don't understand it. Did I talk to you? He's here right now? Oh, I know who this is. I know who this is now. Okay, let's see about this. Pray to the statue for a good catch. I can't imagine praying to a statue. I'll never do that in my life. I can't pray to a statue. That sounds ridiculous. No offense to anyone, but the Lesser Celestial River has flooded over? How frightening. I can't stand natural catastrophes. One can't help but feel helpless against them. It's not only that, I feel like the flooding is a bad omen. I hope something even worse doesn't happen. In times like these, I can't help but drink. Why are you so negative? Let me guess, there's gonna be a real positive person here. This guy. Let's see. Oh no, what a mess. Looks like my route to Sheliak is blocked. It'd sure be nice if the water subsides soon. I can't swim through the rapids while carrying these bags. The Lesser Celestial River is flooded. As a result, you cannot pass through the castle town. Okay, wait, I'm starting to get a better picture. So, alright, let's go with my previous example. You're going here, and perpendicular to the river that's flooding. So, because the river is flooded over, it's creating rapids. So, the water's going real fast this way, whilst you're trying to cross this way. Is that the picture I'm understanding here? Or is that the real picture here? Because I don't understand why you can't ride with the flood. Or how bad is it? Is it creating massive waves so you can't cross, so you can't really ride? Or what is it? You know what I'm saying? But they said rapids. So that leads me to believe that I think they're trying to cross perpendicular and the rapids are getting in the way. I think that's what's happening here. But anyway, cool. That's a loot. That's a loot. Those are some bongos. Some Congo bongos. Hey! Alright, having some fun there? Mimai? Hey, you know what? Have a little fun with your friends. You deserve it, Mimai. Alright. So I wanna... That's a giant, like, wheel. Is this town a giant freaking boat? Why does it have this here? It's like the helm's, like the steering helm. Or what do you call this? I know it's a steering wheel, but like, what's the right term? Is it the helm? Steering helm? I don't know. I don't know what it's called. What's the Lesser Celestial River, you say? Oh, you travelers, then you should go and see it for yourselves. You trying to get me killed? The Lesser Celestial River does not flood very often. I think you are very lucky to see it. Okay, well, as long as you can see it from afar. I thought he was trying to tell us to go there so we can get killed. Killed! It will show you how helpless we humans are in the face of Mother Nature. Right you are, my man. Right you are. People need to understand this lesson. Everyone thinks so highly of humanity, about the power of humans. Everyone wants to talk smack about humans, right? But then when it comes to like humans getting insulted, they all of a sudden get prideful about it. Like, oh no, don't underestimate the power of humanity, blah blah blah. Dude, you can't do anything against nature, and that is a fact. No matter how much we advance, you can't deal with nature. And even if you could deal with the Earth's nature somehow, you can't deal with the universe nature, right? You can't deal with gravity. You can't deal with dark matter. You can't deal with supernovas. You can't deal with black holes. You can't deal with quasars. You're not dealing with any of it, right? So I think it's time for people to know their place and stop trying to act like they're egotistical when it comes to these things. Just the other day, actually, it's actually really funny. Just the other day, there was this conversation on Twitter where like this chick who was like some kind of therapist or something like that. I was like offering advice about like how people can become better suited to get over depression and stuff like that. I don't know, bro. But yeah, like I was just trying to tell her, or trying to tell. I wasn't talking to her really. I was really talking with more in general, just saying that out in the open. You know, and then she just goes like, yo, who asked you to speak? Like, why, like, you're not qualified to speak. Like, why, don't tell a professional how to do her job or whatever. I'm like, all right, well, I'm not doing that. First of all, I'm just giving advice. And more or less, it was a quote from a game, right? So it's like, all right, well, sure. I mean, you can be entitled to say that, but I'm trying to help people just like you are. And why do you think that you're the only one who can help? So she got all pissy about it. She got all uppity about like how like, you know, like, oh, this is my profession. I've done this, I've done that. And I was like, listen, therapy has its challenges, sure, but your profession's nothing. I'm like, listen, I did psychology when I first started. I've done therapy, you know, like I've worked in I've worked in a therapist's office. Like I know how the procedure goes. I've done my own case studies, right? I did case manager work. Like it's not so difficult. The most difficult part is dealing with people, dealing with their problems, listening to their problems. Be like, oh, these guys are idiots. Why don't you just do this? Why don't you just do that? That's the toughest part of the job for me. But it's not a difficult job, right? Like therapy does have its challenges, but it's not something that's rocket science, right? You're not dealing with tough things. You're just helping people emotionally get through things, and that's not that hard, right? All people really need is to be listened to or to be given good advice. So as long as you understand people well, you can do the job well. And she just like acted like her job was so important, like this, no one else could do it. Like she's really qualified to give advice. Like, you know, she's kind of one of those new modern PC people that like think they know everything but don't. And I'm like, well, I've done this job, and like you know, your profession isn't as cracked up as you think it is. I was like, my profession is much harder than yours. If you want to go into it, my profession is much harder than yours, and I ain't gonna rub it in your face like that. Like if that's where you want to go, then you want to put professions on the line. I don't think you should go that route, right? I was like, I'm not gonna tell people like how they can do my job. You know, it's good that people want to get involved and talk about how to get over certain issues, like give certain perspectives. But she got all pissed off because like it was her thread and all that stuff, and I'm like, why are you so petty? Like, what's up with the entitlement in America? It makes no sense to me. I'm like, you should be happy that people are offering different lines of perspectives here, and you're getting pissed off about it. I don't really get it. I don't understand why that is. But anyway, I was like, oh, I wish you the best. I mean, you're the kind of person that is going to cause yourself a lot of issues in the future. Hopefully, you can get over your narcissistic ways, and hopefully you can find a way to, you know, maybe I just wish her the best in her endeavors. I hope that she becomes a better human being and matures a little bit. It's a little silly that you're like 30 plus, 40 years old, and you still think like a child. Like, that makes no sense to me. But hopefully, I wish her nothing but the best. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Actually, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to that stuff. But I hope that she has a much better life because she's going to cause herself a great deal of stress and grief. And I know it because I know these people very well, given that I've worked in this field. So I know I know people pretty well. And it doesn't end well for people like that. So, well, anyway, back to the game. Just a small little rant here. I do not have what you're looking for. What is this Warriors Mementos for? I actually wonder about that. Doesn't this guy look like a bard, actually? I don't have it. I think this guy wants a... I have to look it up, but I think he wants like a... I know what he wants. He wants... There's like an item called... there's a pickup line item, right? So there's items for like love, and he wants a pickup line. And that will make him less depressed. I think that's what it was. Yeah, I don't really know, man. He's not confident. I think I need to give him a pickup line. I think that's what it is. Yo, this lady though. Let's talk about this lady.
Hi there.
This lady is pretty awesome. The barkeep, bro.
Well, you two are new around here, aren't you?
She's cool, man. She
Anna,
gets my vote.
owner of this humble establishment.
Anna, long time no
Did
see,
you get
Anna.
on the liner today?
Yeah.
Then you must be from Sadal Sud.
Yeah.
That's quite a trip.
Get your mother,
Welcome to
please.
Nashira.
Why, thank you. Also, Anna, Fire
There
Emblem,
isn't
maybe?
much to see here, but it's a great.
I'm getting
place
some
to
Fire Emblem
relax.
vibes here. Maybe.
Actually, we don't have time to relax. We've got some business to take care of in the city. It's kind of urgent.
Oh, we did come to get some Magnus, right? So,
Oh, really? You're out of luck then. As you may have heard, the Lesser Celestial River is flooded. The road to the city has been cut off. The
I see.
river rarely floods over. It's one of those freak things that hits once in a blue moon.
If the road's cut off, maybe we could get there by boat.
see, this is where I was headed for. Because I understand why you can't get to the city by foot, but by boat is where I was
When does the next
confused.
ship leave for the city?
Hate to say this, but there's no regular ship to the city.
Yeah, I think you take a perpendicular route, and that's why you can't get to the city, because the rapids are so severe that only probably a Imperial vessel
You'll
can
have
get
to
through.
ask one of the fishermen to ferry you over. But it might not be easy.
It might not be easy.
Don't like taking strangers on their ships. Besides, everyone's been pretty jumpy with the poor catch and all.
I understand.
Do you know anyone who would be willing to help us?
Well, there was that one important looking person. Maybe we could ask him.
Get to the capital as soon as possible. We'll pay for the ride, though we can't offer much.
So you're in a hurry, huh? Let's
Yep.
see.
As we said, it's urgent.
You could ask Gibari.
Ah,
He and
Kibari, who's
anyone
that?
might agree to help.
Gibari? Where would we find him?
He hasn't stopped by today. He should be along soon enough, though. Why don't you check back later?
Sound like the Magic Con show. Why don't you ask me later?
Or you could stick around and have a drink.
You trying to flirt with me, Anna, or are you trying to get me to spend my bucks?
Thanks, but no thanks. We'll stop by later and see if he's here.
Dude, I don't know what that chuckle was for. Is he trying to get me to spend, or is he really trying to flirt? I cannot read. I never can read women like this. These women are masters of discreet, man. They are literally the best liars in the world. It's kind of impressive, actually. I can't even hate on it. I don't like lying. I don't like liars. But there's a certain craft, a certain element of respect that I have for them, because I think it's not easy. I mean, I'm an easy to tell liar. I think I'm pretty easy to read on that stuff. I can't lie to you like without you catching a tell or something. At least that's what I've been told. Actually, I catch my own self. I catch my own tell. That's how bad I am. So like, it's actually interesting for me to think about people that are good at lying. Like, what does it take? How are you so good? You know, I've never understood like how proficient you have to. Like, I don't know. I don't know what it takes to be really good at it. How do you steal your heart to the point that you can do that, right? Like, can you pass a lie detector test? Can you steal your nerves? I can't do that stuff. Like, I would never be able to pass a lie detector test, I think. No, not at all. I would have to fully convince myself that the lie that I say is true. And is that even possible? Yeah, actually, I think it is possible. But man, is it possible for me to do it, though? I don't know. Oh, what a handsome young man. So much different from the men in this village. Make yourself at home, cutie. You're awful. No, thanks. I don't like people like you. If you can't see value in all the other men in your village, then I have no business with you. So, yeah. Our generation doesn't worry too much about these kind of things. You're right. This is a village. This is basically Florida, right? This is basically like Ormond Beach. This is where people come to die and retire, or retire and die, rather, in that order. Or both. I don't know. Maybe they die and retire. You know, they both work. Let's go inside some houses. Let's start with this house on the right. Actually, let's talk to you. Oh, any worse? Do you really want things to get worse? How about I summon a freaking dragon to attack your town? Or maybe, when I summon Madara to crush 2 meters onto your precious village, huh? How about that? Yo, what if I don't just summon the might of Zeus to just come roast your ass, right? Why you say stuff like, it can't get any worse? Like, what are you, stupid? My mommy, my daddy, and my grandpa died. Oh, man. So I have to protect my grandma. Oh, man. Don't you think I'm great? Well, listen, it sucks that your family died. That sucks since you're so young. But please don't develop this bad habit of, don't you think I'm great? I mean, I hope you're kidding. I hope you're pretty self-aware. What's up, Grandma? Time flies. It's already been a year since I started living with him. When I went fishing with my husband, the weather turned treacherous and I lost my son and daughter-in-law. Damn, that really sucks, bro. I mean, sis. I thought about going after him, but I still had him, so I couldn't risk my life and leave him behind. Wow. But that's interesting. Do you think she wonders about if she went? That's some trash, man. It's really hard to think about those things. Like, what if I went? Could I have saved them? Could I have saved my children? Hey, feathered hat. What the hell? Hold on. That feathered hat looks like a horse. Doesn't it look like a horse? It looks like the back of a horse's head, and you see their teeth like out front. It looks like a horn, like a unicorn. Bro, I don't know how I'm looking at these things. That's okay. That's how I used to look at it, right? When I was a kid. I still kind of look at it like that now. Or when I was a teenager, not really a kid, but feathered hat. Yeah, I think I see it, but I don't know what those teeth area is supposed to represent. I have no idea what that is. But that's very interesting. But yeah. What else do you have to say? Lady? Okay, so you're gonna repeat your words. It looks like there's an entrance to the right there. I remember that. I remember this. So this is one of the coolest things about this town, I think. I've never seen this before, right? And this is so cool. Actually, I know this exists because we had it in our village. A house that leads to another house. This idea might be foreign to you guys, but this is true. This is possible, and it does exist in the world. And I know this for sure. But in my village, we put like a little curtain in between. So, but yeah. I know this. Yeah. This is bringing back some great memories. So well used to it reels spun fiber and goes into a bundle. Okay, got you. Yeah. This is extremely accurate. A machine for spinning plant fiber into thread has been maintained very well. You can tell that the developers of this game knew very well the ancient nomadic villages, or the old nomadic style of living mixed with different cultures. Like, for example, a lot of this from my country is visible, but this reminds me more of a town in Georgia, right? Like in the Eurasian region of our world. So this looks a lot like a Georgian home to me. Have you seen the ambassador already? He's a real gentleman. He is also very kind. I wish he could stay longer. I have not seen the ambassador. Sorry, I can't say that. There are several bottles of dye that are made from watered down flowers. The colors look like they are made from the juice of the seeds. It's a machine used for rolling up nets. A must for Nashira's fishermen. Very cool. Why is this guy sitting upright like that? You know, young man, that fellow Liu is Imperial spy. How do you know that? Are you sure? Grandpa, what are you saying? Sir Liu is a great person. You say bad things about him just because he's from the Empire. Ah, one of these old tykes. Shut up, he's a spy. If spy is not the right word, then he's a secret agent. That guy Liu's a spy. Or an informer. They're all the same. Oh, sorry for making you watch this silly drama. There are a lot of people in my grandpa's generation who think badly of the Empire. To say no more, my lady, I understand. I understand completely. And in fact, a lot of my family is this way. A lot of the older generation, so I understand. That's why he's saying the ambassador to the Empire, Sir Liu, is a spy. I know. You don't have to explain it to me, young lady. I know. When my grandpa got sick and couldn't get out of bed, Sir Liu took care of us. He went to the trouble of importing rare medication for him. But still, my grandpa didn't show much appreciation. That's awful. Current relations between Diadem and the Empire are good, but back in the old days, they were bad. I guess he still holds on to those feelings. It's kind of sad. It is. It is. It actually super much is. All the Imperials are lying scum. I will not be deceived. It really sucks, because I understand where they're coming from. But at some point, there's a difference between being freaking salty over something and not being able to let go of the past and learning to accept when things have changed. People that are disillusioned by the times past, I feel the most sympathy for them, but I also think they're the most ridiculous because they just, like, how do you not see the things right in front of you? And what, you're going to label everyone the same? Not everyone's the same. Not everyone is the same. Not everyone's going to be some evil scum from the Empire that is out to get you. It's not going to happen. That's impossible. There's always, and I guarantee this, always going to be one person in the bad ranks that's going to be good. Like, think about it. Even in the German times of the concentration camps, right? There were still people that were good there. There were people that even went against that during the times of slavery. There were good people. Even though the majority of them were considered bad, right? Or they just were uninformed and they did bad things. So it's stupid to just label everyone as monsters when, you know, a lot of times it's not even their fault. Like, for example, one of the biggest problems of today.
Are you
actually, hold that thought.
Perchance? Yeah, you could say that.
What do you mean you could say that? We're definitely travelers, fool.
I see. I'm not a resident of this village, but I hope you enjoy your stay. It's a great place to relax.
Thank you.
I tend to spend a lot of time down here away from the city and the embassy. I prefer the humble atmosphere of this village to the glitz and glam of the city.
Another enlightened young man. Good to make your acquaintance.
The embassy? Then you are from the Empire.
Yes, my name is Liu, Imperial Ambassador to Diadem.
Hello, Liu. Finally good to meet you. So you're the guy who took care of that family that we just spoke to. My thanks, Liu. My thanks.
Yet the title of ambassador is but a name, an excuse for sending me away. The relationship between Diadem and our empire has always been a little shaky. Even today, there is little, if any, exchange between the two nations. When I first arrived, the villagers were suspicious. They thought I might be a spy.
Some of them still do, actually.
Besides, the Empire cares very little about people of other nations. Thus, my post is much less important than it sounds.
Don't sell yourself short, my dear boy. I still think there's a lot of great importance to your job. A lot of importance. Especially in times when we're going to need you the most. You should hold on to that position, my friend. Alright, Liu. This village is very nice. There's a vast sea of clouds, and the villagers give their best every day to make an honest living. They live every day with pride for their village and for their way of life. I wonder how they do it. I always like coming here. See, that's an honest man right there. That's an honest man. Let's go check out these two houses, and then we will call it a episode. I think this is the shop, so let's go into the shop actually. Hello there. Welcome to my shop. This is a nice looking shop actually. Let me rest my wins. Because we're hurt. I ain't gonna lie, we're hurt. Yeah, we're gonna rest here. I don't know if the save file that I made is currently at this spot, or if I went a little further, so we don't know yet, but we'll find out. What's your pleasure? Yeah, I could actually use another dual sword, in fact, but the price is 900, so we'd have to sell some things here. So let's see what's been developed and what hasn't. This is developed. You can see the difference here, the quality difference and the price difference. Although this is almost developed because this is only $12 difference. No, I could actually sell that. It wouldn't be that bad. This thing, oh my god, this thing sells for 5,000? It's not even developed yet. Well, actually, it's whitewashed, which kind of sucks. But yeah, so guys, the reason I said that it's impossible to 100% this game, you're gonna see guys on this game that claim 100%. It's not true. It's not 100% guide. No way, impossible. And I'll tell you why. It's because even for the simple fact that every picture in this game that you can take of characters or enemies, there's a normal picture for them, and there's a rare picture of that unit or of that enemy. So by default, you cannot catch everything. So let's say this is a rare picture of Giacomo that sells for a lot of money. So I got the rare, but I didn't get the regular picture of it. So you can't 100% it. You get the Magnus entry for it, sure, but the fact that you didn't get both of them is indicative that you can't 100% it. Just that by itself. There's other instances, but just that by itself shows you something. And not only just that, if you want to go into different alternatives, you didn't get the darkened version of it, you didn't get the whitened version of it. You know, you may have gotten the normal version that sells for money, right? So even that by itself, if you want 100%, you only get one shot at these bosses, right? So you cannot get another picture of this Nunki Rantula. You cannot get another picture of this Giacomo of this type, right? So that's what I'm saying. You would have to start a new game over for it. So this thing's not even developed yet. Dang. Yeah, I don't have damn, this takes a lot of time to develop. Alright, well, that's okay. So, yeah, not so bad. It's a pretty interesting shop you have here. But I don't need to buy anything because this is just a ordinary save that I'm making here. So, let's go inside this house. This is the important house. This is the important house, ladies and gentlemen. That is crazy. This is a giant fish hook. Ugh, scary. I don't know about that. Maybe it's used to fight some giant freaking fish monster. Like, why would you make that? Decoration? Who would spend the time to make this? If not for some purpose. Why decoration? This makes very little sense to me. This is definitely a weapon. Or a fatality waiting to happen. Like, the fact... No, no thank you. The fact that you put this thing near a bed. So what if someone... Like, what if two kids are up here and they're like... jumping on the bed, or I don't know, whatever, they're playing games like hand wrestling or whatever, I don't know, and one of them gets pushed off, choomp, instant death. I mean, this is a big hazard, man. Can you at least turn it the other way? Why do you have to turn it this way? Turn it the other way, bro. Like, it's right next to the bed. Why? Terrible design. You guys are not using your brains. Anyway, hey, you should listen to this too. She's gonna tell us a story. Oh yeah. Oh, we'll listen. All right. Hurry! I want to hear your story. All right, my lady, speak. Actually, let's see if there's anything else. I think I talked to this already. It's this that I want to see. Hey, there it is, Karina. I think I've gotten all the items here now. Let's listen to the old lady's tale.
Once, long, long ago, when the world still had an ocean, people did not have any wings. They lived on the wide. The ocean was a huge pool, so large and so deep that it would have swallowed this entire nation. Within the ocean, an enormous fish called a whale would roam about freely. The whale was as old as the world itself. It was always singing mysterious, yet gentle, heartwarming songs.
Where did the ocean go? What happened to the whale?
An evil god appeared and swallowed the entire ocean. Every last drop of it. He swallowed the whale too, and it was never seen again. Remember this name. Never forget. The name of the god was Malpertio. Malpertio sucked up the entire ocean, but choked and drowned in the very water he swallowed. The whale, however, will always be with us. It lives on in our hearts. Close your eyes and listen. You can hear the whale's songs even today. The ocean will return someday. Until then, the whale will be waiting patiently. That's all I can tell you now.
Excuse me?
Words can bring mischief. Confide not in those yet to be proven worthy of trust.
I'll keep that in mind.
Spare us the fortune telling. I'd like to hear more about this evil god. About Malpertio swallowing the ocean.
It is but a tale, young one. I know little about it myself.
We should head for the castle now.
Alright, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, so as we heard from that story, very unique tale of a whale swallowing a whole ocean to defeat an evil god? Or was it Malpertio that swallowed the ocean to... I don't remember. It's such a ridiculous story, but apparently that is the origins of this world, perhaps? Is that what we're hearing? Pretty crazy tale. Can we even listen to it again? She said Malpertio. Ma'am, that story... it's just an old story. I don't know much about it. Doesn't she remind you of the lady from the beginning of the game? Right? The title, you know, when you listen to the story for the very beginning, the long, long time ago it was, before people began to dwell in the sky. That lady, that definitely looks like her, doesn't it? Let's keep an eye on for her in the future, eh? I don't know if she's recurring or not, but she certainly seems interesting. She seems to know a lot more than she should, perhaps. What are you doing here, in this village? I don't know. Well, anyway, let's go ahead and turn in the constellation piece that we got earlier. Hello. Hello. Hand over any star map fragments. Let's see. Today you've brought me Karina. I'm truly grateful. Why, thank you. Damn, the music in this game is so good. Like, for example, the song that was playing while the old lady was telling that story about the whale in Malperisio, mainly Malperisio. That song, I remember, was called Azure Soul Fountain. Very good song. In case you guys wanted to hear it some more, it's called Azure Soul Fountain. It's a very good song. I recommend you look it up on YouTube. It's very good. It's one of my favorites because it just has that old feeling of that kind of looks like a stethoscope. What is that thing that doctors use to measure your heartbeat and all that? I think that's what it is. But anyway, that song is so incredible because anything that has a pan flute, the sounds of the wind, all of that are just very good reminders for me, like very nostalgic triggers for me because it reminds me of my old country, right? It reminds me of how things used to be back in the plains, how life was for me back in the plains. I would roam around. I would go to the mountainside, bro. It was another tale. And people, even though we had our own flavor of music, the people of the countryside definitely used pan flutes to create beautiful nomadic songs. So yeah, I think I've been blessed in my life because regardless of how things happen in my life, regardless of the bad things I went through, I will always treasure the moments of happiness and the moments of true clarity and peace in the world that I experienced. Because when I went through those moments, thinking about them in hindsight, I'm like, wow, things for me were peaceful, at least during this time in my life. And I gained this memory that I can keep with me forever. So I'm now all of a sudden I have something that I can keep forever that it's going to give me nothing but good feelings. And dang, his HP went up a bunch. But yeah, I don't know. It's to me it's incredible. It's a relic of a time that's long past. I mean, it still exists, but it's really hard to find unless you go to Europe. Europe still has all these cultural things. And even now, we're starting to lose some of that culture. I hope we don't lose culture from the world. This mixing of nations thing isn't going to work. I think we should leave the cultures and other nations to be themselves. But, I don't know. The world seems to have different opinions on what we should do. I think we should preserve life. But that's just what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section down below. I want to hear your thoughts. Tell me about anything on your mind. I want to hear about it. Any rants you got, any discussions, any insights, any criticisms even, anything that you think I should work on, let me know down below. So thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you've enjoyed episode 5 of Baten Kaitos, Eternal Winds of the Lost Ocean. In the next episode, we will continue with our major quest of going to the Empire to gain revenge on Giacomo, and we'll see what happens with Shella. We'll see if she gets someone in her journey to help her out against, the Empire destroying the world, perhaps. We don't know what's going on with Malperisio. We'll see more about that hopefully later. And maybe Liud will play some kind of role in the upcoming events. We don't know. Also, we need to go meet up with this ambassador called Gibari, I think it was. We'll see. So, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace out, and keep it styling, y'all.